Hi, welcome back. So this is just where I do some analysis on a few of the products that I trade. So before I do that, just the legend so you know exactly what's there. So the black numbers are going to be support and resistance levels based on trend lines. Pink numbers are going to be breakout levels. And claret numbers, they're just going to be horizontal levels where I've identified support or resistance, generally based on double or triple tops or bottoms. Okay, so let's start with the Dow. As you can see, it had a great recovery last week, finishing at the highs of the week. And yeah, I've got a resistance level. It's not a great one, but it's just found a couple of tops there at 41,298. I've got another sort of resistance level, but I've used two sort of support levels, two lows plus a high, which I don't mind doing, quite honestly. But it just goes to show that I couldn't really find much else. And that gives me resistance level at 4849. And then support I've got sort of around that level where it does seem to get sticky. I know it's been through there over the last couple of weeks, but that was obviously because of the unnerving of investors because of the unemployment jump in states. And I've got support at 39,357. Moving on to the S&P, another steady week for that as well. I've got resistance at 57.50. I've got support at 53.20, but it could also be a breakout if it was to get lower than that. And then I've got the next support level at 5,094. Moving on to Nasdaq, I've got resistance at 19,689. I've got support at 18,985. It's a nice upward trend there. It's quite a sharp one, so could test that over this week. And then lower down, I've got support at 18,282, and much lower down at 17,329. So obviously that sell-off a couple of weeks ago was still one of those buying opportunities, but can it last for the rest of the year? Okay, the pound against the dollar. So the dollar hit sort of a bit of a wall recently, and you can see that there. So the pound's rallied again. It's almost back to 130. It just surprises me. I mean, the UK economy is okay, but it's definitely not great. And of course, traders are looking at yields rather than economies. And so, so the pound against the dollar, I've got resistance at 129.51. I've got support at 126.83 and 126.49. And, I've had those sort of levels sort of highlighted for the last couple of weeks for the support. Moving on to the euro against the dollar. So I've got resistance at 110.74. I've got support at 109.25, and I've got support at 108.40. So Bitcoin's a bit political at the moment, sort of ups and downs, some of it around ETFs, some of it around Trump and him now sort of coming out in favour of it. But of course he's got to win the election for that to work for crypto. So I've got resistance at 79.70. Not a great level, but it's sort of where it sort of rejected when Trump the other week sort of had a weekend meeting and everyone got excited about the fact that he was pro crypto, and of course that was before Biden dropped out as well. Now 62.30 I think is a bit of a sort of a pivot level. It could go either way, just depends on how this week goes. And then I've got a better support level at 56.510. Moving on to gold. Yep, so finished the week very strong. I think some of that is sort of just de-risking, hedging against geopolitical issues. But yeah, I mean, it did finish the week very strong. So I got resistance at 25.48 and support at 24.21. And finally, I have WTI, so oil. So here I've got a sort of a resistance level around about 78.13. That also coincides with the golden ratio for that bounce. And then lower down 72.12 again. So yeah, you know, I mean, it's a pretty wide range, but you know, it's only sort of the geopolitical issues holding oil up at the moment. I would say, you know, the demand seems a little bit less, and of course, OPEC at some stage is likely to increase supply, although not quite yet. And so that pretty much sums it up. I mean, you've got those Fibonacci levels on there as well that you can bring into play with your trading if you're trading oil. When I'm trading oil, most of mine is through calendar spread strategies, flyers, boxes, etc. And again, if that's something you're interested in, reach out. I do courses on all of that to help you guys, as well as how to read these charts properly as well, and use pivot points and Fibonacci support lines, and of course the need is, well, it's essential to get these trend lines as accurate as possible. So it could be the difference between a profit and a loss, trust me. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. There's just another couple of slides to come, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Have a great week. So, just a little heads up on my services. So I offer a daily newsletter. That includes global news, headlines, my views. That's a subscription service. I also offer one-day workshops. You know, this helps you to discover if trading could be your next career or maybe just a secondary income. But you know, the one thing is, because I offer a variety of them, is I can also just fill in any gaps that you may have with your current trading, or you know, whether it's macro or actual trading skills. And then I offer a 1 week intensive course. You know, that's going to make you feel confident and competent after just 1 week. And you know, that's going to basically give you the foundations on which to build your trading career. You know, I'm going to help you find that inner trader, and that also now includes a free trading challenge. And then there's my Flexi Masterclass. That's 6 weeks of guided learning, but you can spread them out. You don't have to take them all at once, and that does help to accelerate the learning curve. And that's designed to provide you with all the knowledge and trading tools that you're going to need to navigate these markets, you know, and any asset class, you know, whether it's financial, commodity, digital, I'm involved in them all. And as I say, the weeks can be spread out there, and that also includes a free trading challenge. Trader mentoring, so you know, maybe you've already got some experience but you're looking to get to that next level and you're struggling to do that. I offer mentoring by the hour, by the day, or a monthly subscription. It's entirely up to you, but you know, I just want to help you guys to reach that next level time and again. And of course, I provide lots of trader educational content, not just to individuals but also to exchanges and brokers. And if you're looking for that funded trading account, you know, so you don't have to risk your capital, then contact me for details. I've got 2 good ones that I use. Okay, so finally, as usual, just ending with a disclaimer. So, you know, if you're already involved, then you'll know this. If not, then please take serious note of this, that trading does involve the risk of loss of capital and it's not suitable for everyone. However, I do hope it is for you. And now, because there's leverage involved from many companies, just be careful because you can lose substantially more than that initial investment. You know, the regulators are a bit more on top of that these days, but, you know, even so, just be a bit cautious. Everything that I include in these just purely for educational purposes. I'm not trying to encourage you to trade or invest. That must be your decision. And of course, before you make that decision, you've got to consider the risks involved. And that includes your financial situation, definitely your level of experience, definitely your risk appetite, and of course, only risk capital you're prepared, but more importantly, that you can afford to lose. And if you've got any doubts whatsoever, you know, first of all, think twice before you do it. Speak to a financial advisor. And do that before you risk your capital. You know, I have so many people come to me because they've lost money. I'd rather they come to me and learn how to do it and not lost the money in the first place, because that's just a waste of their savings. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed these, and you know, I'll be doing these on a weekly basis, so I'm going to post the links in places so that you can get to them. My new website will be finished soon, but in the meantime, you can reach me at the email address below on all the slides, which is chrisjtubby55@gmail.com. And all I can say is I wish you a wonderful week, best of luck with your trading, and hope to see you again next weekend. Bye for now.